Welcome back to another episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions, and it's my pleasure to have with me today Joseph Carey with Slight Edge Wealth Management. Welcome, Joseph.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thank you. So, Joseph, everyone has a backstory. So tell us your story to getting into wealth management.
It's a long story. I grew up in Baltimore. I wound up going to Northeastern University in Boston, and Northeastern University is distinct and different in such that it's a co-op university. So it's a 5-year program as opposed to the traditional 4-year program. So after your freshman year, your sophomore through your senior year, you do what you call a co-op, and you do it relative to your major. I had the opportunity of doing it with a wealth planning or wealth management boutique. Alex Brown and Sons, which at the time was probably the largest wealth management firm on the East Coast. So I did my co-op / internship with them, and I knew after that, I said, this is what I was going to do after basketball was over, because I played basketball at Northeastern. So, of course, years go by. I played, some semi-pro basketball, and I come to Jacksonville as the assistant head coach at the University of North Florida. And I do that for a season, but then, I get out of coaching, and I start knocking on the doors of the financial institutions, and after about the 4th or 5th one, I go to Prudential. And Prudential gives me the opportunity some 25 years ago to come into the financial industry, and then the rest is history. So
well, that's a good history. And I just have to applaud you, because I'm always talking to youth groups, and I said I love people to follow their athletic dreams. Have a backup plan. Have a backup plan.
I went into college with that mindset, knowing that I can't play basketball forever, so I have to make sure that I'm in such a place where I'm ready to leave the court and, be good at something other than basketball. So, most people, they focus on the sport.
Right.
I focused on the sport, but
you had something else
I also
in the back
had,
pocket.
Some planning and thinking of what I wanted to do once sports was over.
So why wealth management? And I love the title, Slight Edge Wealth Management. Why wealth management? Because there's so many different aspects of financial industry.
I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, very rough, violence, drugs, all that stuff. So, poverty was prevalent. That's what I saw. And not so much as in possessions and things but a mindset.
Right.
And I wanted to change that. It was something that I had to endure as a young guy, and I wanted to do something to alleviate that. In some form or fashion, directly or indirectly. And, the opportunity that I had through my co-op,
I
started thinking about it. I said, you know what, I can take this back to, the African-American community and say, hey, let's learn financial literacy. Let's create some wealth, some wealth creation opportunities. Let's have these things available. And, that's what I've been trying to do. So. And not so much just the black community, but people in general. I think
everybody. I think that's something that kind of crosses.
Everybody deserves financial planning.
So what services do you provide? When people think about wealth management, everybody thinks about it a little bit differently.
Well, most people get scared off by the term wealth management because in somewhere in their mind, they may feel that they're not wealthy.
Right, or they feel that they have to have wealth in order for you to manage it.
Exactly.
I've heard that said before, too.
And that's not the case, because a lot of people that seem, the people that we think wealthy didn't always have it.
Right.
So they started somewhere. So, our focus is financial literacy, educating. There's a whole host of products and services we offer: financial planning. We can manage individuals' 401ks. We can do estate planning. The list is endless of what we can do. We can do cash management. We can work with small businesses, large businesses. We can work with nonprofits. So there's a host of things that we can offer.
Okay. So it sounds like while you offer a lot of services, that a lot of it starts with the education, trying to help them understand that it applies to everybody.
Exactly. The first thing we try to do is build a relationship with the individual or the company. Nobody cares until they know that you care.
Right.
So we have to establish that relationship to get them to see that we're trustworthy and that we have the products and services that they need. And then we kind of educate them. We try to get them to understand and see if it's a recommendation, why we're recommending it, what it's supposed to do for them, what it won't do. So we spend a lot of time there just relationship building and educating as we slowly move into, okay, you're going to become a client. This is what we're going to do. We're going to offer these products, these services, and so on and so forth. So.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for joining us and helping us better understand wealth management. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today. As you heard from Joseph Carey I'm sorry, I just messed that up. I'm so sorry.
We start from the outro there.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today. I want a special thanks to Joseph Carey and Slight Edge Manage. I'm going to do it one more time.
Yeah,
All right. Sorry about that. Usually I don't have to do this. Thank you for joining us today, and a special thank you to our guest, Joseph Carey with Slight Edge Wealth Management. And as you can see, that wealth management is for everyone. He will help you grow to be wealthy. You don't have to start there. And so we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.